How did a tiny monster toy from China make someone a billionaire overnight and become one of the most wanted collectibles in the world? Labubu, the quirky, ugly, cute monster, isn't just a collectible. It's a psychological phenomenon that's captivated collectors, celebrities, and even sparked store chaos around the world. At the heart of this frenzy is a carefully engineered system, Pop Mart's use of blind box psychology and manufactured scarcity. This approach has people lining up for hours, and celebrities like Rihanna and Blackpink's Lisa showing off Labubu keychains. The real secret behind Labubu's global grip lies in how these marketing tactics turn a simple toy into an obsession, one that keeps buyers coming back for more. Pop Mart's signature strategy revolves around the psychological trap of the blind box. In this model, each sealed package holds a mystery figure. You can't see what's inside until you open it, and that uncertainty is the hook. The idea isn't new. Japanese gachapon machines and baseball cards use similar tactics, but Pop Mart has refined it to maximize engagement. Their boxes are not totally blind. Each Labubu collection typically includes 6 regular designs and 1 hidden secret figure, not shown anywhere on the packaging, and it's the one collectors crave the most. Getting a normal design is a 1 in 6 chance. Getting a secret is 1 in 72. Pop Mart therefore defines a clear range for customers who do not have unreasonable expectations while leaving room for the element of surprise. This calibrated unpredictability triggers a dopamine rush, much like the feeling you get from pulling a slot machine lever. Without realizing it, consumers are looking more for the experience that comes with the purchase than the product itself. This what-if moment is addictive. The defined range also creates a set that encourages people to complete the collection once started. By blending the thrill of surprise with the urge to collect, they've created a system that keeps people buying again and again, unlike traditional toys, which usually involve a single, one-time expense. One striking example of this hype was the launch of the Big Into Energy 6-pack in April 2025. In cities like Bangkok and Paris, fans queued for hours outside Pop Mart stores just for a chance to buy it. The set sold out instantly, with photos of long lines and social media reactions turning the release into a cultural event. This kind of frenzy is exactly what the blind box system is designed to create: desire amplified by scarcity. Consumer protection groups in certain countries have pointed out that this model closely resembles gambling. Yet, because you always receive a product, just not necessarily the one you want, these sales avoid being classified as gambling under most regulations. Pop Mart's approach stands in sharp contrast to traditional toy companies like Hasbro or Lego, which use clear packaging and fixed sets. Instead, the company generates the majority of its revenue, about 70%, from blind box sales alone. This recurring purchase model turns casual buyers into dedicated collectors, fueling both primary and secondary markets. This cycle of anticipation, frustration, and reward has turned Labubu from a simple toy into a cultural touchstone. But the story doesn't end at the checkout counter. The next layer of Labubu's rise is visible in places you might not expect, on the arms of celebrities and in the pages of fashion magazines. Labubu's leap from niche collectible to global phenomenon is largely driven by Pop Mart's strategic use of celebrity endorsement and influencer marketing. The brand coordinates early gifting to high-profile individuals months in advance. Celebrities like Rihanna, Lisa from Blackpink, and Dua Lipa have all been seen with Labubu keychains clipped to their designer bags or featured in social media posts. These appearances are the result of deliberate placements that position Labubu figures as aspirational accessories. One historical turning point came in 2021 when Blackpink's Lisa, a global K-pop star, casually appeared with a Labubu keychain in an Instagram story. That single moment triggered a wave of attention across Asia, with search volumes spiking on Taobao and resale platforms. Within days, several Labubu figures were out of stock, and secondary prices tripled in response. It was a clear sign of how powerful a well-placed celebrity moment could be, and Pop Mart hasn't looked back since. Despite retailing for $15 to $30, Labubu's perceived value skyrockets when associated with luxury and exclusivity. Unlike traditional luxury goods, where price alone signals status, Labubu leverages scarcity and the visibility of social proof. Among Gen Z buyers, the ugly cute aesthetic signals belonging to a specific cultural niche, a kind of badge for those in the know. Analysts have described this as a badge of fashion fluency, reflecting a shift in what younger consumers consider desirable or cool. Pop Mart has successfully transformed a toy into a marker of cultural identity, not just a product. Pop Mart's approach to global growth centers on cultural localization. Instead of offering a one-size-fits-all product, the company invests in regional design teams and consults local artists to ensure each Labubu release aligns with local tastes. In France, Pop Mart collaborated with the Louvre to release a special series called Labubu's Artistic Quest, featuring figures reimagined in the style of iconic artworks from the museum's collection. Sold exclusively in the museum's gift shop, the series blended street collectibles with high culture, positioning Labubu not only as a designer toy, but as a cultural ambassador in one of the most iconic institutions in the world. In Thailand, Pop Mart partnered with the Tourism Authority for a marketing campaign aimed at boosting Chinese tourism. Instead of selling a new figure, they introduced a life-sized Labubu mascot as a cultural ambassador. The campaign included videos showcasing the 5 must-do activities in Thailand, featuring Labubu exploring local destinations. It was a smart, high-reach collaboration. Pop Mart gained massive visibility in the Thai market, while the country used Labubu's popularity to appeal to younger Chinese travelers. A true win-win strategy. These partnerships give each figure a distinct cultural resonance, making them feel native to their intended audience. In terms of locations, Pop Mart subtly adapts its retail spaces to local shopping habits. Stores often feature bright display walls and photo zones designed to encourage social sharing. Western locations, meanwhile, tend to use more open layouts with a gallery-like feel, though this isn't consistent across all regions. Pricing strategies also vary. Some markets offer smaller, lower-priced sets, which may serve to test consumer interest or match local purchasing power. These calculated moves have turned Labubu into more than just a toy. They've made it a cultural chameleon, capable of adapting to local tastes while maintaining global appeal. But beyond strategy and visibility lies something even more powerful: emotional resonance. Pop Mart's head of licensing said, "Our collectibles bring people together naturally." Labubu's rise reflects the same kind of horizontal, community-driven growth that powered streetwear brands like Supreme. Rather than relying solely on top-down celebrity influence, Pop Mart cultivates a broad base of fans and micro-influencers. Instagram alone hosts over 120,000 posts featuring Labubu paired with high-end fashion, while TikTok's Labubu tag has surpassed 2.4 million posts. This user-generated content, especially unboxing videos, has been a powerful engine for organic growth, often outperforming paid ads. Beyond collectability, Labubu taps into something deeper: emotional connection. Each figure reflects a mood or personality, and creator Kasing Lung intentionally gives every version its own distinct attitude: mischievous, melancholic, rebellious, or tender. Labubu embodies the underdog. It's ugly cute, dark, yet lovable and proudly different. That emotional duality and sense of aesthetic rebellion speak to young people searching for identity and self-expression. Another subtle but powerful strategy employed by Labubu is its ability to evoke nostalgia. In today's uncertain world, people naturally gravitate toward things that feel familiar and comforting. By weaving nostalgic charm into its design, Labubu creates more than just emotional connection. It offers a small escape. That sense of familiarity makes each figure feel more personal, more relatable, and ultimately, more collectible. Fans often debate the meaning or emotional tone of each variant, deepening their attachment. It's not a toy anymore, it's a personal symbol, and Pop Mart knows it. Their visuals and messages are crafted to echo those feelings. The man behind Labubu, Kasing Lung, is not just the illustrator, he's the architect of the entire emotional universe. Born in Hong Kong and raised in the Netherlands, Lung blends Eastern folklore with European underground comics to create figures that feel both familiar and new across cultures. Pop Mart understood early on that Lung's artistic vision was central to Labubu's appeal. Despite the licensing deal, Casing Lung has retained strong creative control over the Labubu universe, ensuring that each figure stays true to his original vision. And reports suggest his royalties are well above the industry average, reflecting how seriously the company values creative control. This emotional bond is what transforms Labubu from a passing trend into a lasting obsession. But it's not just how people feel, it's also how Pop Mart structures the entire buying experience that keeps demand so intense. To meet the high demand for Labubu figurines, Pop Mart has implemented a strategic production and release model that fuels both primary and secondary markets. Rather than mass-producing inventory, the brand operates through limited runs, timed drops, and controlled restocks to create ongoing anticipation and scarcity. At the heart of Pop Mart's strategy is drop culture, the same approach that brings hype for sneakers. Every launch is treated like an event. The brand uses teaser visuals, digital countdowns, and timed email blasts to build excitement, often starting with Instagram stories, followed by TikTok sneak peeks, and then official announcements on their app and website. This choreography keeps fans hooked, refreshing pages and setting alarms to avoid missing out. Online sales mimic streetwear tactics. In-store releases are managed through the Run Fair raffle system, ensuring fairness while reinforcing scarcity. For customers, it means avoiding chaotic queues while still feeling the rush of a drop. For Pop Mart, it enables real-time demand tracking and advanced cash flow through pre-orders. The effect is powerful. Fans are trained to act fast and check in often, knowing that once a release is gone, it might never come back. On the resale side, Labubu has become a category of its own. Collectors and resellers track releases like stocks, analyzing prices and trends. Blind box figures that retail for $30 often resell for $80 to $150 plus. The Big Into Energy 6-pack, launched at around €120, reached an average resale price of €230 on StockX, with over 20,000 sales in just 3 months, before prices gradually dropped following several smart restocks by Pop Mart in summer 2025. In the end, Labubu isn't just driven by emotion or hype. It thrives on a tightly controlled system where scarcity, timing, and community all play a part. Together, they've turned every release into an event, and every collector into a player in Pop Mart's global game. Labubu's rise highlights 4 key tactics any marketer can learn from. Blind box uncertainty drives repeat purchases, celebrity and influencer-powered content amplifies reach, emotional storytelling builds deeper connection, and long-term control of supply and demand keeps anticipation high across markets. With Pop Mart now valued at $44 billion, surpassing Mattel, Hasbro, and Sanrio combined, these strategies have redefined what a toy brand can achieve. Which of these tactics do you find most compelling? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth brand analyses.